So these are all about review, static testing, and dynamic testing. In dynamic testing, we have um, two types of testings. One is white box testing, another is black box testing. So unit testing and integration testing both are called as white box testing, and static testing and UAT testing is called as black box testing. And in unit testing, it's done by the developer for a piece of code, what he has done, what he has developed. And integration testing is when we do integration, when we add all the pieces, all the units. So and do the testing, that is called integration testing. And coming to system testing, that is what the tester will do, system testing. And unit testing, in unit testing we have two types of testing, one is alpha testing and another is beta testing. So alpha testing is like we invite the end user or domain expert or subject matter expert to the development center, and they do testing in the development center in a creating a live environment in the development center. So that is called alpha testing. And when coming to beta testing, um, we distribute the software to some person, some people, and ask them to do testing, ask them to explore the software and find out if any hiccups are there, any abnormal behavior. Uh, any abnormal and any abnormal behavior is there or anything, uh, those things will be uh, covered here in beta testing. Okay, alpha testing. So just for you, for example, alpha testing and beta testing means in a in a mobile company, when they develop a new mobile, they will give some pieces to the employees to test their environment. So that is called alpha testing. Or when we do when for example a Citibank or HDFC Bank, they develop some new features for card transactions, or for they develop new ATMs. So they keep some dummy ATMs. They give some dummy credit cards or dummy debit cards and ask them to do some activities with their cards. So that is alpha testing. So beta testing means, if you're aware or if you heard, so WhatsApp is there, no? So WhatsApp would be using sometimes they would be releasing beta versions. So beta version, they release some beta version. So they ask people, not everyone, some they'll give some access to some 10,000 accesses or 15,000 accesses to public to download the beta version and explore them. Ask the public to explore and ask them to share if they have found any issues in the beta version. So that is called beta version. So in live, they will give access to the application to some users to test and notify if any abnormal behavior of the application is there. That is called beta testing. Okay, alpha testing and beta testing, which is UAT testing, user acceptance testing. So this testing UAT will be done by domain experts or SMEs and business people. Okay? So combining of white box testing and black box testing is called as gray box testing. So we have learned about different phases of SDLC, software development lifecycle. So if anybody asks what is SDLC, software development lifecycle, you should say software development like SDLC is a software development lifecycle. It is a process of developing a software. It is the flow of developing a software. So there are different stages in developing a software, and we follow those stages as a process, and it's called a software development lifecycle. The different stages are requirement stage, design stage, code or build stage, testing stage, deployment and implementation stage. These are the different stages of SDLC. So in SDLC, there are different models or different methods. What are those? Like sequential method, sequential model, incremental model. In sequential model, we have waterfall model, V model. So in a incremental model or iteration model, rapid application development model. This rapid application development model is used for very big applications, where each that big application or big project is divided into multiple modules, and each module undergoes the complete SDLC process. Each module. So our rapid application development model, RAD model, is also called as RAD. So RAD, Deepak, just like we need to have a revise, because new participant, new problem is there, and also like need to revise this one. So RAD is like rapid application development. So here each module, if the project is developed into each module, and each module will undergo complete SDLC process. Okay, will undergo complete SDLC process. So prototype is application. Application for prototype, we go for application size, then customer requirements are not there, and waterfall model and the V model we are there. Waterfall model is like requirements are the requirements are clear, and here waterfall model verification is not required, only validation is enough. So waterfall model and V model. So waterfall model and V model is very, very, very important for interview point of view. Waterfall model, V model, verification and validation. So 100% I'm sure questions related to this interview. What is a waterfall model? What is the difference between waterfall model and V model? What is verification? What is validation? So, so verification it is done before development. Validation is done uh, after development. So we are validating the software, and we have gone through the reviews, and we have gone through what is. So one thing is verification is static testing, validation is dynamic testing. Okay, and so QA versus QC versus QA versus QE. We have learned yesterday. Quality analyst or quality assurance, quality control, quality engineer. So QA is a process oriented, QC is a testing oriented. QA will define the process, QC will implement the process, QA will prevent from defects, QC will detect the defects. So this, till here we have learned yesterday. Okay, till yesterday's class, any questions, any doubts? Please. All clear, huh? So till yesterday's class, no doubts. I want everyone to speak. Vinit, Jaya, Mohan, so that
Oh, sir.
yeah, if you have any questions, please ask. Okay, because then only I can understand that you are clear. Okay, good. Okay, so today of system testing. So system testing is nothing but it's a black box testing, right? We have discussed. So what we do in black box testing basically? What what are the activities? What we do here? Consider black box testing. Okay. So first we understand the requirements. A tester, what basically a tester do? What is his activity? Okay. He first understands the requirements, and next he write the test cases. He prepare the test cases, execute them, execute the test cases, uh, find the defects, and report them to the developer, participate in different review meetings. So these are the basic activities what a tester used to do. Okay, he understands the requirements and he writes the test cases, he executes them, he finds some defects and he report them to developer, and once the developer fixes them, retest those defects, participate in different review meetings. This is the basic thing what a tester do. Apart from this, so automation tester, what he does, so automation tester, he writes some automation scripts, automation scripts, and execute them. generate reports, and he also participates in all the meetings and send the status reports to the management team. So this is a extra activities what an automation engineer or automation guy will do the work. So for this type of activities, doing a tester doing all these activities, there are different types are there. So we have two types of testings in system testing. One is functional testing and another is non-functional testing. Okay. So in functional testing, we have different types of testings. So what are those different types of testings? Regression testing, end-to-end testing, many other types are there. We'll learn all this. Non-functional testing, we have performance testing, load testing, stress testing, uh, many other things are there. Security testing. So what we need to learn here? So what a tester need to understand basically? What you need to think while doing testing? So basically, what you need to understand is like you need to think all what to test. He need to understand first what to test, and then he need to understand how to test. So these are the two basic things he need to know. So what to test and how to test. Okay. What to test. So he will see what to test in functional testing. He will learn. He will understand in our static testing. We have documents. So he go through all those documents. He learn there. He understand what all need to be done. That is static testing. He'll do. And how to test? He go with the functional testing. How to test is a functional testing. He executes everything there. So what to test is what to test is learning, and how to test is practical. Okay. What to test is learning. He learns what to test in the reviews, and how to test is a practical testing. Oh, he goes through the application and he learns. He goes through the application. He applies all the testing techniques, all the testing methods, what need to be done. So now we have different testing techniques, different methods are there, different types are there for testing. A tester need to do all types of testings. All need to be covered in a testing. So for that, first you need to learn what to test. The in that application, he will see what he will go through all the review documents. All the documents he will review and he will understand. And then he go through the application. He sees he is covered all everything or not. So for this testing, we need to design the test cases. We need to design our testing methods. For this, there are different test design techniques are there, which we need to learn. So, what are the different test design techniques? What are different testing? For example, so take now, for example, we are testing on a we, one username is there. Okay, so the this username requirement uh, uh, criteria is minimum of 4 characters, maximum of 8 characters. Okay, so we need to enter minimum 4, maximum 8. We need to enter. So we need to write different cases. So for this one, we need to log in the application. We need to enter the username, minimum to maximum. We need to enter the password. We need to log in. So these are the different steps we write in the test cases. But basically, we need to prepare the test data for this one. So for this minimum maximum means there would be many test cases. So we need to enter. So this 4, 8. So how much test data we need to prepare? How to design the test data? What are the techniques we need to follow? So for this we have different test design techniques. So one is boundary value analysis. Boundary value analysis. Second one is equivalence. EQUIVALENCE. Equivalence class partition. Equivalence class partition. Next one is decision table based testing. Third one is state transition. Fourth one is error guessing. Okay. These are the different testing techniques what we need to learn. So as I'm saying here, for designing this, yeah. Somebody asking anything? Okay. So for designing this thing, like we need to undergo, we need to many tests. For example, for this one, 4 to 8 means like we need to test 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Here after 8 means we have many test cases 9, 10, 11, so on, keep on going. So we cannot design test data.
हाँ स्टूल ना है यार स्टूल है बिना मैं परेशान थी हुई यहाँ
So we cannot design all these test cases, right? We need to minimize this one. How to minimize this one? How to minimize? We need to learn, understand how to design test cases simply and covering all the aspects. So for this one, see, our main criteria is for this one minimum. One test case is minimum, that is 4, and another one is maximum. Okay, let me clear this one. So 4, 8 is there. Okay, so minimum one test case is minimum 4. Okay, and what we can do, another one 3. So minimum -1. Next one 5, that is minimum +1. Okay, next maximum 8. So maximum -1, that is 7. Maximum +1, that is 9. 7, 9. So if we cover these 6 test cases, 1, 2, 3, these 6 test cases, we can cover complete test data for this one. So what is this? So so for covering, for designing these technique, these 6 test data. We need to understand different techniques of. Okay. We need to understand different designing techniques. So those are different design techniques are boundary value analysis. How can we explain this one? This boundary value analysis or this test design techniques is two software testing techniques which helps us to design better test cases. Why these test design techniques are used is to design better test cases. To design better test cases. Okay. So as we have learned in our first class, basic testing principles, like exhaustive testing is not possible. Since exhaustive testing is not possible, we need to minimize we need to reduce the number of test cases, and we need to make sure we cover the maximum amount of application in testing. Means, so to design better test cases, reduce the number of test cases, and increase test coverage. So this is more important. So to design better test cases, reduce the number of test cases, and increase the test coverage. For this, we use different test design techniques. In that, boundary value analysis and equivalence class partition, decision state based testing, state transition, error guessing. These are different types. So boundary value analysis and equivalence class partition, these two are mostly asked in interviews. Okay, these two are regularly asked questions in interviews. So we need to understand them. Okay. So what is boundary value analysis and what is equivalence? For example, we